Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills and landlocked in Eastern Africa. And many may remember the traumatic history from 1994. Over 800,000 Rwandan people were killed by their own fellow countrymen. However, Rwanda is a nation now built on forgiveness and reconciliation, and us as a team definitely felt it while we were there. And our team had the privilege of working with 3 different organizations while we're there, and one thing I can say is they definitely focus on the future and they're not lingering on the past. So today everyone is Rwandan, there's no Hutu, no Tutsi, they're all equal.
Yeah, what really touched me was the way that they feel about their country. From the moment we got there, our host just started speaking about the country and the genocide in Rwanda. Every month they have a community day. So one day of the month, the whole country does something good for the community, either picking up papers or helping out. Not a lot of us think so strongly and so passionately about our own country. So my initial expectations with going into Rwanda was I was actually a bit cautious because I was thinking there's still stuff going on in Rwanda. So I was pleasantly surprised. Our host took us to the Genocide Museum. I just really discovered the Father God's character of reconciliation. Yeah, so today the streets in Rwanda are the cleanest in the whole of Africa, and Rwanda's economy is also better than most of the other African countries we've been to. They don't overload taxis and motorbikes and things like that.
Yeah, there were so many, the people, the way that the culture, just the nature of the people to dance was just so evident. It was just all there. We were dancing so much in the churches, in the streets, in the villages, and every type of dancing. The people there are really there's just a freedom about them, and we couldn't help ourselves but to join in.
And when we reached Rwanda, it was as if we came into this beautiful country, and for the first time in the journey, I really felt, wow, there is hope. There is hope for Africa. There is hope for the nations. It's because of the power of forgiveness.
That they live with this open-handed lifestyle, which gives them free movement to give anything, because their hands are open, but their hands are also open to receive. It was this constant place of humility and generosity and vulnerability at the same time, and I think that's a wonderful place to be. So this is a lesson that I will always keep in my heart, to live with my hands open continuously, because living with your hands open means that your hands are open to praise God in the giving and the receiving as well.
It was when we went on a village outreach. In this village on the Saturday afternoon, there was a big crusade that we had. This one specific lady which I was watching that was intoxicated. The people tried to push her aside, but eventually she found her way through to the middle. Even being intoxicated, this lady gave her life to Jesus. Next morning, they asked me to give a testimony. I decided to share a little story about myself. I shared a story about when distractions take you away from God. But before the service started, to my surprise, the lady of the previous day walked through the doors of that church. So, while giving my testimony about these things, there was another guy, also intoxicated, that walked forward in church wanting to give his life to God. One should never ever stand in their way when the Holy Spirit is trying to move them, because it's the Holy Spirit working inside of them, and one should walk with them during this time. One should stand next to them and help them as they go through this.
Our Father's love for the nations is so beautifully evident in Rwanda. What the enemy came to kill, steal and destroy, God came to reunite, restore and rescue. The nation of Rwanda is just going from strength to strength and rising on up.